Hi, Dr. Louka. I'm Oceana. I work with Boost My Buyers as a small business growth specialist. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. You're probably wondering why I would do this and what's in it for me. And truthfully, in today's busy world, local business owners are too busy running their businesses to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have about hiring someone to help them with this stuff is that they don't know who is an expert and who is not. So I found that by giving this free plan of attack of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of these businesses raising their hands and saying, you know what, Oceana, I like you. Will you just do this stuff for me? So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my metaphorical sleeve that can help your business grow, which I do, shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free plan of attack and implement these things on your own, that is totally fine with me. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. I'm going to be going over content, citations, and backlinks. If you don't know what those are, don't worry, I will be explaining. First of all, I love how simple and beautiful your website is. I can tell whoever designed it had a good eye for these kinds of things. I don't know what's going on with this word right here. Looks like the apostrophe was replaced by whatever characters that is. But other than that, it's a beautiful site. But I do notice it's a little lacking in the content department. So I'm going to highlight everything that you see in blue here. That's all content. And these are actually highlighted in blue too. You just can't tell. Even the pictures, because when you save a picture, you have to save it as something, and whatever words are in that, that actually shows up as content as well to Google. So the whole point of what I do is to help you get seen at the top of Google. And so a lot of what I do has to do with just how Google sees your information. So I'm going to give it a quick word count here. So you have 1,268 words on your homepage, which is higher than the average, but not quite to the minimum of 1,500 words that Google really likes to see in order for you to be optimized. Content is king with Google, and it can really make or break your visibility. So not only how many words, but which words are on your homepage are going to determine who you end up in front of on Google, if anyone. So it's going to be fairly easy to get you up to that 1,500 word mark. Okay, so I'm going to pull up one of my favorite tools. It's called Ahrefs. I'm going to use it to see what keywords your site is currently ranking for. I already pulled it up for your site, so here you are. You've got a domain score of 19 and a trust score of 1. That 1 is, or 0.1, pardon. That is super low for trust score, which means that Google, for some reason, and it would take a little digging to figure it out, but Google thinks that your site is untrustworthy somehow. I don't know exactly what it is without doing a bit more research, and that would take some time. But you are ranking for 245 keywords, and that's pretty good. Orange Tustin Animal Hospital, dog teeth pictures, interesting. Affordable Animal Hospital Orange. You're on the 2nd page for that right here. If you wanted to get, there are 150 people searching for that every single month. So if you could probably get, I'd say, about 50 to 60 new clicks, which I don't know exactly how many of those would turn into customers, but it would be quite worth it to be in that #1 position. But right now you're on the 2nd page, so it's not really doing you much good. You're getting about 2.5 people a month who are visiting your page because you are ranking for this particular keyword. So looking at your competitors' sites, let's see. So we've got Healthy Pet, Hospital and Grooming, and they are ranking for 1.1 thousand keywords. And another one is Orange Canyon Pet Clinic. They're ranking for 183 and 184 for Orange Hill Vet Hospital. But they have a super low score here. That's much lower even than yours. So you can definitely improve on your visibility by finding some more keywords, like going into their keywords here. This one they're ranking for a lot, so you want to go through, see what they're ranking for and what seems like it would be something your customers would type in when looking for you. Can dogs eat salsa? I don't know how much buyer intent there is. You might, that's not one I would really go after, but Pet Hospital Orange, 250 people, and whoever's typing that into Google is probably looking for a veterinarian. Sorry, my phone just keeps going off. I'm going to put it on silent. They're probably looking for your services, right? And 250 people, and right now, healthypethospital.com is ranking in the number 1 and 2 position. So that's going to be pretty easy. Google doesn't like to have someone in the 1st and 2nd position, and they'll only do that if there's not much, not really anybody fighting for that position. Nobody else is coming close. So that's going to be pretty easy to rank for right there. Which is why I chose it as my my focus word here. So you can see that Healthy Pet Hospital and Grooming, Orange Canyon Pet Clinic, and Orange Hill Veterinary Hospital are the 3 that are showing up in the map pack here. So that's the one I'm going to be focusing on for this little research project here we've got going on. So usually at the top we would see ads. For some reason there's no ads on this. Just means nobody has paid for ads to show up here, which would be an option, but it's not something, I mean, I know how to do it, but it's not as helpful as being showing up organically, because studies show that ads are only semi-effective, as most people see the word ad and they just scroll past it. Plus, since the person placing the ad has to pay money every time that someone clicks their ad, but it doesn't guarantee a sale, ads can be a real money pit if they aren't set up effectively. So they can be a good idea, but it's not good to rely on them solely. The next visible area is the map pack. This is where most people find a local business to work with, because they like to be able to see how close they are. You know, I know that this one is going to be closer to me than that one. You know, it's simple as that. But if you're not showing up in this map pack, you're losing out on a lot of customers. For this, it's, you know, you're missing out on 250 potential customers who search Pet Hospital Orange every single month. Now you may be wondering, how do I get to the top 3 in the map pack? Well, I'll go over that right now. To answer this question, you want to make sure that your information is correct with Google. So I'll show you what I mean. Right here, this is your Google My Business card or listing. Specifically, you want to make sure that your business name, your business address, and your business phone number show up exactly correctly, because Google uses this information to find out how many times your business is mentioned across the internet. Anytime that your business name, address, and phone number is listed anywhere online, this is known as a citation. Now it's got to show up exactly this way for Google to know it's a citation. It will act as a vote of confidence, telling Google that your business is both legitimate and relevant to its searchers. Citations are usually found in directories such as Yellow Book, White Book, Yext, City Star, and so on. Even Facebook actually has an area where you can submit your information as a citation. So the opportunities are really quite plentiful. Now I'm going to jump over to one of my other favorite tools. This one is called whitespark.ca. It costs about $30 to $70 depending on which plan you go with. But using this, we can see a list of all the citations that your business has. You have 30 citations. Here they are. And your top competitors have 50, 64, and 35. So very beatable, very beatable. So the trick to beating them out with this and being more authoritative and therefore more relevant on Google is by identifying directories where we can submit your business information, making sure that it's spelled exactly like Google knows it as, this way right here. We can use your competitors' list of citations, actually, to find directories that we want to submit to. And we don't have to stop just at the ones that your competitors have, but we can actually surpass them and show Google that we are more authoritative, well-known, and relevant than they are. Now, the third thing I want to cover with you is another very important aspect to Google, which is backlinks. Backlinks are another way that Google decides who has the most authority and therefore is most relevant and trustworthy. A backlink is similar to a citation in that it's a reference to your business from anywhere on the internet, but instead of listing your name, address, and phone number, it is a link on another website that points back to your website. If you had a client, for instance, that loved your veterinary service so much that they wrote about it on their website and maybe put it in a blog and included a link that someone could click to go back to your website, that would count as a backlink. But not all backlinks are created equal. It's better to have backlinks on websites that are related to your industry. So another veterinary clinic, maybe one in another state that would say, oh, if you happen to be in California, check these guys out. As it shows more relevance in Google's eyes. If you just go around adding your website link to a bunch of random sites that have nothing to do with veterinarians and vet services, it will raise the number of backlinks, but Google won't see it as relevant, and in fact, it'll think that you're trying to scam people, and it really won't do you any good. So, okay, I'm going to go back to Ahrefs, one of my favorite tools, and check out the amount of backlinks that you have and compare that to your competitors. So here are the amount of, oh wait, hold on. Gotta go back. Your website, copy this, and paste. Okay, so you have 97 backlinks, which is pretty low. But it's not terribly low. It's a good start. So you've got 30 different websites pointing to your site, a total of 97 times. It's a little complicated, but you can basically go out and get those. And then your competitors have, I wish that I could, okay, I'll just do it like this. Copy, dashboard, paste, da-da. Okay, so this competitor has 643, and their trust score is not much higher than yours because these are not necessarily good backlinks. The DR is trust, I don't know what, it's called domain rating, yeah. Basically how much Google thinks you are trustworthy, or in this case, it's how trustworthy Healthy Pet Hospital is in Google's eyes. But because they have just a ton of backlinks, but they're not necessarily relevant and not necessarily authoritative, they don't have a very high trust score. So that's why it's important to make sure to get the right links. Okay, so yeah, in conclusion, I'll wrap this up. It's already been 15 minutes. I apologize for the long video. I hope that you found it helpful. My first tip was to find out which words you should be ranking for. Basically, which words people are going to be searching in Google when they're thinking, I need a veterinarian. Make sure that you include those words on your homepage and bring your word count on your homepage up to 1,500. And then my second tip is to go out and get those citations and build authority for your Google My Business page. And my third tip is to increase your website's authority by getting backlinks to your site from other relevant sites. If you implement these strategies today, you will be showing up #1 across several Google search results quickly. So now you may be wondering what comes next. Well, you can take this information I provided you today and do it all on your own. But if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself some time and hassle, you are welcome to give me a call. My phone number is 714-683-2380. Again, my name is Oceana, and my number is 714-683-2380. I look forward to hearing from you, and please have a wonderful day.